Welcome back to LEGO by the Book. Today we are building set 6067, The Guarded Inn. This one is almost a standalone set except for that weird section of wall that goes nowhere, but it's a neat little building, and is one that I always wanted but didn't have, but have now acquired most of the parts for. There are two parts that I don't have in the right color, and so we're just going to have to make substitutions, but I have now acquired all of the rest of the parts. So, let's build this thing. Alright, well here we have The Guarded Inn, and it was a neat little set. Came with a couple of troops. What I thought was interesting is they're not either the Lion troops, the Crusader troops, or the Black Falcon troops. They in fact had a more neutral torso of crossed axes, which I thought was interesting, which is why I said this is kind of a standalone set almost, if it weren't for the fact that it has a wall section. I guess you could argue that these are the guards particular to the inn, no matter what castle they're actually attached to. It came with an innkeeper, who I've put a feminine face on, but they actually, back then, didn't even have that much, just with the lips and the eyelashes. It was originally just a regular smiley face, but I felt she could use a bit of femininity. Not that, you know, guys can't run an inn, I suppose. The front of the inn opens up, and the back is permanently open, so you can get to the inside quite easily. There's a little fireplace. There's supposed to be a little bit more decoration, but I didn't go into that. I do not have the banner. It's supposed to have I think it's a wine glass or some grapes or something. What does it actually look like? Yeah, two goblets and what I think it's grapes? Could be anything. But I don't have that, so I just went with a green one, because why not? The other difference that those of you who are particularly keen-eyed may have noticed is the door is supposed to be blue and the shutters are supposed to be yellow, but I don't have yellow shutters, so I went with a yellow door and blue shutters instead of the other way around. I think it still keeps the general color feel of having the blue and the yellow and the red and all of that. Very colorful set, really. I mean, it's got a lot of different colors, which most of the castles really didn't. They were black and gray and green for the base, and that was just about it. Little bit of extra color here. There's a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red and some, but this one had lots of different colors, and I like that. As you can see, this does have a wall section, although it's not hinged, so it can't be connected into a castle and create a continuous castle by itself. You have to have one of the hinged wall sections that we covered previously, but it does nicely fit in once you have that, and you then have an inn on the inside of your castle, which is kind of neat. I refer to this as set 6067, which is the number that it was originally released under. It was later re-released as set number 10,000 under the Legends, if you will. A number of the most popular old sets were re-released. The Black Falcon's Fortress was one of them, which was arguably one of the best LEGO castles as far as just general design goes. And so this one was also re-released. Unfortunately, none of the segmented wall sections were re-released, so you couldn't connect it in unless you had your own parts to build a connecting wall section with. But this was definitely one of my favorite of the expansion sets, just because it's such a neat looking set. It had unique parts. These corner sections and this wall section in the red, I believe, was only ever released in this set. And those are the parts that I had to order in order to be able to build this properly, because I did not have those parts. And as I said, the yellow shutters, they may have been released in something else, but I don't know. I definitely don't have them. I had plenty of blue shutters and some red shutters, but I didn't have any of the small yellow shutters. And I do have the blue doors, but I decided to go with yellow because I wanted to invert the colors. So there you have it. Let me know what you think of this particular set down in the comments section. I will now be going through and doing the combining video, where we combine all of these cool sets and see what you can build with all of the various expandable castles. We will go for the more conservative, smaller castles that have just been expanded, and then we will, of course, go to the obscene extreme. So look forward to that, and thank you for watching.